After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. On play action, Prescott. This is Smith to the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. A first down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. He'll find Sermon out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Off the play fake, Prescott. Over the middle to Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Paris Campbell. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. going on the ground with Homer. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. From the gun on third down, Jones. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he goes out right around the 39.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Gets it quickly out to Marshall. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 8. Now a handoff as they run left side. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. 7-7, our score after 1. Here's Jones from the gun on third down. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Check 26, check 26.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Give me some. Give me some.
2nd down and goal. Jones. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. after the touchdown. Bass to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested, because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
That'll be complete to Sermon. And he's brought down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They give to Sermon out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Prescott. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing, Prescott. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Play action now, Prescott. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Jones throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Jones throwing on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott looking here for Smith downfield. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And all the way home for a Broncos score. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be a 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Jones. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll look to throw again. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this 1st half.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
First down, Denver.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Prescott from the gun. This to the outside, it's Sermon. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Now Jones. Wide open. It's Marshall complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Check. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Switch gears. 65.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Baron Browning, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Jones under pressure, and they got to him again. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Prescott to throw it. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Prescott now. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete. Touchdown, Broncos. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott, and the Broncos have retaken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, That's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. For Marshall, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Let's get off the field. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Like 22, he's coming 22. Check, 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 check.
From the 44, Jones. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's it, 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, Jones. Catch is made by Hardman. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's it. First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Travis Homer, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Sermon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Prescott checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. Touchdown! Russell Gage, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Patriots 24. Jason Sanders set to lead off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Finding Hardman, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. To throw is Jones. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Jones. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Jones. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Now Jones. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people watching this one right here gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try.
And got his man, complete. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Dak steps away to his left. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And his kick here is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Now a first throw here in overtime. That's caught left side by Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to find Gallup here complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Meanwhile, Jones throw into the hands here of Hardman. A gain of 6 there on first. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones over the middle, complete. It's Marshall. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jones. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99. Check 26. Check 26.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 15-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 19 Lion.
All day, dog. Mike it. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike it.
Now Jones. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Wide. Get wide.
They'll run here with Mason. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal.
Watch out.
Again, it's Homer. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now 4th down. What do you do?
And after being stuffed on that play, it puts a little doubt in the minds of a head coach who has the football, I'm sure. Do we go for it here, or do we take the 3 points and continue to play on? Because you know he wants to get in the end zone. That ends the game. But I've been on the defensive side before. They've got to be energized right now and almost challenging them to go for it because they've got to be confident.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. The kick by Bass is good.